All right, my boys, what's up with y'all, man? So we already failed the challenge. We did not upload yesterday. So we're still gonna try to push out 5 videos this week, but we kind of just failed the initial challenge of there being a video every a video upload every day, or at least before I rest. Last night, not la- yeah, last night, yesterday night, I fell asleep before I could push something out. But it's okay. It's okay because we're back. We're back. We're gonna talk about some really good stuff that I learned and went over these last couple of days. So again, the beat credits was to my boy Rig Juice, Rigamoto. Shout out my boy. He's the one who makes all of the background music for all of my videos. So if you guys like any of it or if you want something like it, he doesn't have any links right now, but whenever he does have some links, I'll post them so he can get his rightful credit. And we also got some 2K in the background today. It's a break from the Call of Duty Zombies and the One Helldivers video. It's a break from the Call of Duty and the One Helldivers video. I do play 2K every now and then. I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. Like, I play it with my brothers. You don't have to be a no life to get a mascot, so I really just get the pass, get the mascot, and I just play. Cause like back in 2K17, back in when you had to grind for mascots, bro, I did not have enough time. I either had school or that was it. Like, I had school. I did not have enough time in the day to grind to become a mascot. But yeah, guys, so hopefully, and it was some solid little matches that we played. It's only gonna be two in this video, but there was some pretty solid 2K games we played. I'm pretty sure this dude that was playing with us in the brown shirt, bro might have had us in. Like, he was playing like trash the first game, and then the second game he was greening everything, like contested everything. Now I do know that the shooting in this game apparently is easier than it has been. I wouldn't know. Like, the last 2K I took seriously before this one was 2017. So I've been out of the 2K loop for a while, but I don't know. This dude, I do know that people do be using Zims or whatever because it helps you like shoot or automatically green. I think that's what this dude was on. But hopefully you guys enjoy that gameplay in the background, and we just gonna talk about what we're gonna talk about. So these past 2 days, I guess today is no longer Thursday, but Wednesday and Thursday I went to 2 Bible studies, and they were talking to, like, they both kind of had their own little focus, but I've been, which is the message that I received from both of them was a message about surrendering. Now that's what this video is going to be about. This video is going to be about surrendering and what that looks like, kinda. So I just feel like right now where I am in my life, the Lord is asking me to surrender. Surrender my thoughts on where I think I should be, surrender the thoughts on my plans, just surrender it all to Him so He can take full control of my life and full control of my focus and lead me to where I need to be. And I've been struggling with that, right? Because ever since I started coming up a little bit and picking up my feet in terms of my career, in terms of my finances, in terms of just me having the urge to just start to do more, be more, improve myself, I have struggled with what is my next biggest step. And the reason that I have struggled with that is because I haven't necessarily been putting God at the forefront. And I'm gonna explain it to you like this. When it came to me first taking that initial step of surrendering, and I believe I've said this in previous videos before, that I believe I've truly only surrendered to God once in my life. And by that, I mean, one time in my life, I truly was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what my next step is. Lord, please get me through this. And he did. He did. And that was roughly like 5 or 6, I want to say 5 years ago. 5 years ago. Roughly 5 or 6 years ago that I fully surrendered. And in that moment, I felt like God took over. Since then, there have been little moments of surrendering, but it's never been as pivotal as that moment 5 years ago. And so now I believe that he's calling me to surrender again, because I'm in a state in my life where I'm doing good, but there's more things in my life that I want. Like, I'm single, I want to get into a relationship. And I also want to advance my career. And I also want to advance my schooling as well. And all of those things sound very straightforward, and they are, like, and ideally they are very straightforward. You want to get in a relationship, put yourself out more, go meet someone. You want to advance in your schooling, go back to school, which I'm doing, but go back to school, do this, yada, yada, yada. You want to advance in your career? Well, then make connections, do this. Like, there is textbook answers for all of my problems. But the thing is that I want direction. I want true direction. I don't want just a cliche answer. I kind of want true direction. And I don't know which step to take, because I have fears. I'm scared that I'm going to put myself in a situation that I don't want to be in, like having unnecessary debt, or being in a career that I don't even want to be in, or like looking back and being like, dang, I wish I would have did this. Relationship wise, that I invest time into the wrong person. And truly you never really know until it happens. But there are ways of avoiding such things, in my opinion. And those are fears of mine: investing time into the wrong person, and just not doing the correct or going the correct route that is necessary for my career or for my future in general. So it's hard to surrender that, because I just want to be a successful human being. And as a young man, I understand that I have a lot of potential. And with the understanding of you having a lot of potential comes the fear of wasting it. With the understanding of, trying to save yourself or trying to better yourself for your other half, comes the fear of never finding someone. You know what I mean? So there's a yin and yang, essentially. There's a yin and yang to kind of everything when you understand it. But the verse that we went over Thursday night was Jeremiah 29:11, and that verse was, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. And then you will call on me, come and pray to me, and I will listen to you." And we ended up reading the whole chapter. Picking out a verse that we thought stuck out to us. This was my first time going there. So this was and I was kind of already asking God, like, please speak to me through this. Please, like, I know this surrenderance is on my mind. Please speak to me through it. Like, if this is, like, please, because I have a thick skull. So please speak to me through this. So we read the entire chapter of Jeremiah 29, and then with the focus of that chapter being 29:11. But the verse that I chose out from that chapter was Jeremiah 29:7, which goes, "Also seek the peace and prosperity of the city to which I have carried you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, because if it prospers, you too will prosper." And essentially, and granted, disclaimer, as I say in majority of my videos, read the context. Read the context. The context is important. Yes, how you can apply the scripture to your life is important, but the scripture is not up for interpretation, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Each scripture, each verse has its own context that you need to be aware of. So the context is universal, but how it applies to you is individual. How God speaks to you through that verse. That doesn't mean that it means a different thing. It's just how he's speaking to you through it. Hopefully I'm explaining that. That can get like a little gray. But Jeremiah 29:7 stuck out to me because, like I just said a couple of minutes ago, also seek the peace and prosperity of the city to which I have carried you into exile. So my biggest thing being surrendering. Think about it like this. This is how it was running in my head. With my biggest issue being unable to fully surrender these things in my life that I deem important, that are important, is essentially me not seeking peace and prosperity of the city to which I have carried you into exile, right? He's already blessed me. He's already placed me in a position. Now, that doesn't mean that this position that he's placed me in is permanent, but I need to be content in every season of my life, right? And so when I read this verse, to me, what I received from it, right, how I can apply it to myself, was that I need, in order to not only to surrender, but in order to be content, is that I need to seek peace and prosperity in what he has put me in now. And I feel like once I can do that, then the second half, pray to the Lord for it, because if it prospers, you too will prosper. Then in the second half, also seek the peace and prosperity of the city to which I have carried you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, because if it prospers, you too will prosper. And so what I kind of received from that and how I apply that to my own situation, is the place that God has me right now. I need to be able to seek peace and prosperity in it before I can be elevated, before anything can be added to me. And if I can prosper here, right? If this prospers, if what God has already given me prospers, then I too will prosper. So essentially, once I become content and peaceful and I can prosper in what God has already given me, then whatever else comes after will prosper as well. And this leans back into the surrendering, because it's easier for me to surrender knowing if I do my due diligence with what God gives me, right? Whether I'm in exile, whether it's exile, a season, etc. If I do my due diligence with what God gives me, then no matter what version of the future he has for me, right? Whether or not my career vision aligns with his, whether or not my relationship vision aligns with his, whether or not etc., lines up with his going down the line in the future, it will prosper. And once I can completely understand that, once I can completely grasp that, it'll be easier for me to surrender. Sorry if that was a little bit everywhere, but I hope that makes sense. Once I seek peace and prosperity in the place that God has delivered me to, has already put me in now, then if I do my due diligence in that place, whatever comes afterwards will also prosper. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. I couldn't quite hopefully you guys understand me. Like, in the moment it flowed so smoothly, but now that I'm trying to recall it, I should have wrote it down. But now that I'm trying to recall it and re-say it, it's a little choppy. But hopefully that makes sense. I understand it, and I guess that's all that matters, because that was him speaking to me. But I just wanted to say that hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what surrendering means to you guys. Let me know if there were any moments in time where you had to surrender, and what that looked like and how that season was for you. It was good talking to you guys. Hopefully I can get a video out for y'all tomorrow. Y'all take it easy.